I'm going to participants. Hold on, hold on. What up, everybody in the chat? Get an invitation. And hold on, y'all. Let me go to one of my emails and email everybody. All right, where y'all at on YouTube? All right, YouTube. And okay, all right. So put it in the chat for me again, because I muted the lines on Zoom. Let me know if you can hear me. Just type it in the chat. You can hear me. Okay, I think I saw that. Cool. All right, so man, I'm a little late to the pre-show. My apology. I tried to get on here at 8:45, but I was busy eating seafood, straight up. But what I want to do for the pre-show, on those of you that's coming in on YouTube, do me a favor, click the like button. I'm gonna share my screen, but it was actually a feature that was only really on YouTube. I should have told y'all to go to my Zoom people. But nevertheless, if you go to Hip Hop Astrology TV, Hip Hop Astrology TV on YouTube, you can participate in the super chat. Because in the super chat, what I want to do is I'm going to give you a quick, since this is the pre-show, you hear two things. One is totally on the house, which is, hey, give me a spec, something that you already know. I got Jupiter in a second, I got Saturn in whatever. You know something about your chart already. I give you what I think my rendition is, okay? And then, or you can drop 20 in the super chat and I'll go ahead and pull up your chart live on the spot so people can see. And we'll go in and look at the wheel, but it's limited to one question, okay? Limited to a question that I can actually go in your chart and pull something. Or you can just say, hey, tell me what you see. So you may not even have a question, but I'll go ahead and tell you what's up and coming, tell you what the energy in the sky right now, what area of your life is it raining on you, all right? Because it's all aspect of consciousness, meaning if it's Venus's relationship, it's Mars passion, you got to make a decision. What you going to do? You know what I mean? How you going to tap in, right? And so it's an aspect of consciousness. So to know where the energy is at or will be gives you a timeline or where you can tap in. Okay. So Tammy Holloway, what's up? All right. So those of you on YouTube, do me a favor, thumbs up. If you on Zoom, if you want to participate in the super chat, you want that personal one-on-one real quick, go ahead and go to the YouTube, Hip Hop Astrology TV, Hip Hop Astrology TV. I will pull up, okay? I will pull up. Why don't I see myself on YouTube? I'll pull up your stuff. So let me see something real fast. No, my video light is on. All right. So in the chat, can y'all see me on Zoom? Can y'all see me? Put it in the chat for me. Y'all see me? Y'all should see this fat dude in red waving at y'all. So do you see me? Eslo Pesky. Can you see me? You see me? All right, appreciate you, man. Salute. Okay. All right. So I don't know why they ain't transferring over to the Zoom aspect. All right. All right. So give it to me, man. Give me a spec. You got something. You can give me a spec. You got something. Okay, you see me? Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Give me a spec. You got something in your chart. You know what I mean? Or I'll pull it up for you. All right. I'll pull it up. All right. Naturally natured, tropical, all day and day. Tropical is where you want to be. And why can't YouTube? Every time I come on to YouTube, it says Valerie. Oh, because I got it paused, silly. I got to pause YouTube so it won't feed back into my headphones. Okay. So tropical. Why? The earth is tilted on its axis, 23.5 degrees, which means the difference between the two systems, tropical and Vedic. Tropical says today the sun is in Aries. Vedic says, no, no, no. Look at y'all. Look, it looked like it's in Pisces. They're not accounting for the 23-degree tilt. You cannot look at the planets in the sky and look at the constellation on the backdrop and think that's in real time. It's not. The planet is actually about 23 degrees further than what you see it at. Okay. Now, I did a webinar on this called The Cosmic Illusion. If we go outside tonight and look at the moon, it look like the moon would be like half a moon. And then next thing you know, it's a new moon. Then it's a full moon. But wait a minute. The moon doesn't physically change shapes. You don't do that in sizes. What kind of illusion is this? It's the cosmic illusion. Okay. That doesn't happen. Okay. So it looked like the sun come up in the east and sets in the west, but how can it come up and set where it's always somewhere, let's just say in front of you as the earth is rotating around it? So our portion of the earth turns in the direction of the sun, gives the illusion of sunrise. Then it slowly but surely turns away from the sun, gives the illusion of sunset, but it looked like the sun is moving and it's not. So therefore, this place is a cosmic illusion. So the difference between those two systems, again, is 23 degrees. So for example, if I tell you I'm an Aquarius, you can't automatically tell me that I'm not because you don't know my degree of Aquarius. I'm a 27-degree Aquarius. So therefore, if I go to the Vedic system, guess what? I am still going to be an Aquarius, okay? Because I'm in the higher degrees of the Aquarian energy. So even if you reduce me down 23 degrees, I'll be a 4-degree Aquarius, okay? So you have to know this if you want to get technical, all right? All right. So either way, I'm still rocking with me, man. Okay. All right. All right. Pisces in the 12th belongs there, Paula. It naturally belongs there. I like that because I call that the natural will. What I mean by a natural will, the house matched the zodiac sign. The 12th house is symbolic for the 12th sign, which is Pisces. So bam, starts to add up. You see what I'm saying? Naturally, the combination. Houses are nothing but a direction in space. They're fixed. East is east, south, north, west. They're fixed directions. But the constellations constantly rotate all day. Here's an example. Today we say the sun is in Aries. So if the sun is in Aries, on the eastern sky right now at 9 o'clock Eastern, I don't see the sun, period, because it's dark. So I know Aries is not on the eastern constellation, on the eastern part of the sky. Now in the morning, when the sun come up, bam, there go Aries right there. And then 2 hours later, the sun is going to progress to my right. And then the next constellation called Taurus is going to come up on the east. So the constellations known as the zodiac signs are constantly rotating every 2 hours up against the directions, i.e., the house. So when you're born with Pisces on the 12th, Aries on the 1st, and the signs match the house, that's a natural combination. That's a natural will. And it should be easier to tap in because everybody else who don't have a natural will is scattered light. What do you mean? Remind me, and hopefully I can get to that. Valerie, what's up? Thank you, Valerie. Let's get the party started. I'm sorry, Miss Jackie Brown. Okay, so Jackie Brown, when is your birthday? When your birthday? Okay, hold on. Let me go get my Astro account real fast. Let me go pull up my Astro. Why you got me as a guest user? Stop playing with me. And then I'm gonna share my screen. 1864, that's the time zone. Million. Hold on, y'all. Hold up. Bam. Bam, bam. Dun, dun, dun. All right, where you at? Doggone vegans. What's up? All right, Jackie Brown, what you got for me? I need your birthday and city of birth and time of birth. That's what I need. If you're going to drop that 20, do that. And now anybody else don't. Unless I get into it later, because I tried to do this on the pre-show, but I want to stay with the regular scheduled program. Okay. Or you can always call me. We can be there. I'll hold true to my word, man. My word is bond. All right. So November 1877. It's 77, baby. I'm with you. All right. All right. So hold on. Let me go to my screen share. Show you how I do this here. Booyah. All right. Let me show you how I do this. All right. So she says she is November the 18th. 1970. And what's your question? Or do you want a general? Because I give you a general, like General Ulysses Grant. And hold on. This thing be all in the brother way. And then I gotta move this. Can I move that? Get out of here. And can I move you somewhere? All right, 4:44 p.m. Eloise, Michigan. Okay. Give me that question though, Miss Jackie Brown. Eliose. Is that it? Eloise. I thought I said, am I spelling something wrong? Because I'll do that in a minute. Eloise. Here we go. Bingo. All right. Okay, so what I want to do is I am about to go to her wheel and we about to see. All right, what's the question? Oh, you got my favorite moon. Ooh, you a Grand Watertron too. Ooh, you a 7th house Scorpio. Ooh, girl, I love you. I like it. So what you want to know, Miss Jackie Brown? What you want to know? All right. Doggone vegans. 82286 from the D, Gym City. Stand up, doggone vegans. You from the D? You from the D? You at 86, baby? What you be whipping down the bird? So what you got, Jackie Brown? What's general? Okay, all right. So then doggone vegans, I got you next. All right, so here you go, general. So listen, y'all, when I'm looking at a chart, I'm looking at stuff that like stick out. The first thing that sticks out to me is this beautiful big blue triangle. At the top of that triangle is the moon in Pisces. So I key in on that. It's my favorite moon. Michael Jackson got it. But what I really like about that moon, the moon represents the subconscious mind. Okay. It also represents intuition. Pisces is the sign of intuition and psychic ability. I don't like the term psychic because it cheapens what's really happening. I told you Pisces, Neptune, 12th house, all synonymous. These energies represent what I call transcendental consciousness. This means you have the ability to receive information about a future event before it happens. Girl, I just had you in my dream. Or I just thought about this and the person called me. So what's happening? This information transcends space and time, damn short time. Okay, because the shit ain't even happened yet. That's called intuition and the psychic ability. When you have planets in the water signs, notice Jupiter at the bottom of her chart is in Cancer. That's a water sign. And then the right bottom triangle, Venus, Uranus at 10 and 13, that's Scorpio, which is her sign as a Scorpio. So this big blue triangle is 3 planets or more are communicating at a certain angle called a trine that's known to be trine mean it's easy to tap in. So it's easy to tap into the water frequency. What is water? Water represents your ability to feel. It's intuition at its best. Spirituality, meditation, psychic ability, your feelings, which you feel. This person is potentially an empath, introvert, but can feel the truth, can get it before it technically even registers, literally before the event manifests. So always cultivate that psychic ability. Now, Jupiter in Aquarius, he ain't gonna be here for long. At the end, towards the end of the year, Jupiter will come into Pisces and is going to sit on top of that moon and is going to serve as a trigger. This is going to be a great trigger. There's going to be expansive amount of spiritual information. So you need to absolutely practice meditation, things of that nature that's going to allow your brain to bring in more oxygen, and in return, your brain is going to create more neurons, brain cell activity. The purpose of meditation is to get you to calm the mind, get it to a certain state, a wave state. You breathing deep and slowly, the oxygen fuels the cells, and now it's going to feed those dormant cells that we don't even use, thus giving you the what we call the psychic ability. Okay. All right. So practice that, hone that in. That's your gift. When I see this chart, I'm like, girl, you should be doing readings. If you don't do them already, I bet you probably be messing with tarot cards or something like that. You are for lack of a better word, ain't even lack. It's really, you really do got the markings of what they call priestess. And I don't like talking spiritual terms with people and shit, but certain people are really that. You know what I'm saying? Some people are bankers. Some people are more athletic. You got the energy of priestess. You know what I mean? Somebody that can deal with a host of things, healing abilities, just a host of stuff you can do. But hone in on that particular skill because it's coming. And for the next 60 days, you got Mars in the second house, girl, at the bottom. Bingo. The passion of money in which you deem to be valuable, of value, you need to go hard in the paint for the next 60 days because Mars wants to give you that drive to go get it. Go, 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 go. So in the second house is what? Values, okay? Or money, okay? So go, 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 go get it, because when Mars come over here in Cancer, Mars gonna hit your Jupiter, and hopefully that quick burst of energy in these next 60 days will bring you some type of financial reward when it hits Jupiter. All righty, that's what it is. All right, look good. I don't see no danger. Yeah, you ain't in cold red. You look good. Yeah, you straight. You're super good. All right, man. So where is my people at right here? Oh, Greg, I said nobody else come in so I can get into tonight's presentation. All right, so doggone vegans, where you at? 822 86, 822, 822. Wasn't that like the American eclipse one year in 2017 or something? 822, 1986. And they're born 4:09 p.m. in Gem City. 4:09 p.m. What we talking? Dayton Dunbar? Which you is? You a Trotwood person? You a Ram? You a Wolverine? Or you a Meadowdale Lion? Or did you go to Patterson or something? What school did you go to? Kind of know those areas. All right. So what you want to do, doggone vegan? You want to go general or you want to go you got a question? Greg Bugs was good. Jackie Brown, you got it. It's all good. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. You know, thumbs up in the chat, man. Everybody in here who getting a little something from this, you can see it. You know what I'm saying? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Oh, there go my cosmic boo boo, Amina Hassan. Can I say that? I don't know her. I'm just saying that, y'all. I'm just silly. Please forgive me. I'm getting like my dad. I don't know what the hell to say out my mouth. But certain people that I see their icon and I light up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you went to Dayton Christian? That's what's up. That's what's up. You know, that's what's up. My parents went to Resurrection. You know what I mean? When that was up. All right, so doggone vegans, you on the general. All right, so bam, click this transit button, see what's popping. See what's popping. Hey, where my transits go? All right, so I like the fact that Jupiter is in your second house. You got to really hurry up to a degree and really plan for some type of expansion for finances by the end of the year before Jupiter gets out of here and go into your third house. Luckily, by the law of progression, you're going to get it again for a year. So really, let me just give you a quick year forecast. The next year from now to 2022, you really should focus on expanding finances and the things that you value. Can't make it no more simple than that, because the planet Jupiter is in your money house. Now I can pull up keywords for Jupiter and show you. Represents good luck. It represents, y'all seen the videos, represents good luck and excuse me, good fortune and benevolence and lucky and money and lottery. Well, it's in the second house, the house of money. So the planet of expansion is here to help you tap in. Although you do have Saturn here. So you need to be responsible, a little bit, maybe a little bit conservative with your finances. But Saturn represents the crystallization of finances. So this is not a time to feel like, oh, life is not fair and my money is tight for some. No, this is a time for you to be expansive, grow, be conservative, responsible with your money, and keep on stacking up. And then lo and behold, everything's going to be a great manifestation, or what's called the crystallizer. Same energy, things going to manifest. So Saturn to be here for you for like another year and a half. So let this next year and a half be truly dedicated to your money, because these are big players. Remember, in the theology known as mythology, Saturn and Jupiter go to war. Okay. Saturn's the dad, Jupiter's the son. They launch a war, Jupiter gets control. These are major forces within the human psyche. One is the expansion, and one is the compression. Right? So, but the beautiful thing about the oxymoron of expand, breathe in, compression, breathe out, those are your lungs. That oxymoron of expand and contract, you do it, is you have to do it in order for you to live. Your lungs expand and exhale, right? So take these two forces, understand them, activate in this area, and be diligent about your paper. Be about your paper. All right. So that's where that energy is for you, young lady. And relationships can potentially, because Mars is about to go in the seventh house. So for the next 60 days, it could be fights and quarrels in relationships, but it's really a passionate energy. So be passionate. Surprise your date if you're in a relationship. You know, do something unexpectedly, something that shows appreciation, and it allows that physical energy to drain itself. It don't want to meditate. It wants to physically work out together. It wants to physically drain it off. Okay. So be passionate. Okay. All right. So I think we got one more in the chat. Then we're going to get into tonight's conversation. All right. We're going to get into tonight's conversation. All right. Where my man Greg Bugs at, man? Where you at, bro? Where you at? Drop that B-Day, man. Let's go. Let me check on my folks over here in Zoom land. Eslo Pesky. I got you, bro. That's crazy. That's my crazy ass cousin birthday, man. 223. Boy, my cousin crazy as them. They twins too. Crazy, man. That's my dog. I'm trying to get this dude to freaking do a reality show, and I want to film it called Loving Dion. Boy, this nigga is, when I tell you, he blamed my daddy too. Because my dad is a porn collector. I have no shame telling y'all that my dad's a porn collector. And so he used to always leave these magazines out, you know, Playboy magazine, Hustler, then Blacktail magazine came out. My dad collects this stuff. And so my cousins and I used to see this stuff mad early. And, my cousin felt like he was turned out by this stuff. And, you know, um, he just divorced on April the 1st, got a divorce. And then 2 days later, him and his alleged ex-wife, have breakfast and do what husbands and wives are supposed to do. And today they're having the family cookout, and they just got a divorce a couple of days ago. And I'm like, nigga, I'm actually smiling about it. And I'm like, yo, you got to do a joint called Loving Dion. Let me produce it, because the conversation needs to get pushed. And I'm going to say this, beautiful Black woman. See, people can say that sister's weak and whatever the case may be. Why she going back with him? Because he had a number two, and he admitted that he cannot get rid of his number two. Okay. Now, my thing is, if that's a non-negotiable for you, let it be a non-negotiable. But right now, it's something that appears to be negotiable, because he still got his other woman, and you still engaging him on a sexual level. Now, let's talk about the depth of you. I think many women depth goes so deep that they're not even willing to explore it, because it's not a popular thing to explore. And it looks like you a sucker, or you too weak, that you even playing with the idea that it's going to be okay for your man, or even for you, to have extra partners, and y'all going to be responsible and do it productively. But instead of talking about it, we get this drama and this bullshit. We change phone numbers, we fight, we argue, but then 2 days later, we fucking and acting like everything is cool. Like, come on, what are we really doing? There's so many people that's suffering from this. We suffer from this shit. We need to have the dialogue so we can progress. Okay. So I'm begging this dude, like, yo, please let me film this shit, man. We can call this shit Loving Dion, and bring your other girl into it and have this conversation. Cause this is reality shit. You know how many times X and X, this one dude gonna cheat on no girl, and she find out, and she still be messing with the nigga. Like, come on, what are we really doing? All right, I digress. Okay, anyway. Okay, so you're welcome, Doggone Vegan. All right, my man Greg Buzz. What city, what state? City, state, and date of birth, bro. I need the city, state, date of birth. 9/28/68. I'm about to pull Greg up, and then we're gonna get into this conversation, man. Then we can get into some quick Q&A. 9/28/68. Greg, didn't you give me your birthday the other day? And I was like, well, you was born the year 68 is the year that you pump your fists at the Olympics. 9/28/68. I need your city and time. City and time. And then we're going to get into the cosmic origins of Easter. I promise y'all, we're going to get into that next, coming up. Starry skies. I'm over relationships in this day and age and just don't see the point. Who are you telling? Who are you telling? Let's go sit on the park bench together and just cry. Let's sit on the park bench and just cuddle and cry. All right. No, but for real, NYC, I need the city. All right. New York, the city. Give me the city. Give me the city, man. And then we about to be popping. It's about to be on, man. Getting this quick old presentation, show y'all some things in real time. But I didn't get your time. Greg Bugs, I need your time. Need your time, sir. Need your time. I need your time. I need your time. See, I was supposed to do this earlier, so at 9 o'clock we can get balling. So again, welcome to the pre-show. Click the thumbs up button, man. We about to get in there. And salute to the dog, Dark Man X. Yes. Come on, Greg. Where you at, man? I need your time of birth. I didn't see that anywhere. I know that's cool. I got New York. New York, I need your time. AM or PM. I need the time. Let me get the time, bro. I haven't had a real hug in so long. I feel like I'm in the twilight zone. Hey, we got to start charging people to cuddle. We need cuddle therapy. So them water signs, especially Cancer, gives you some. All right, Greg, I got you. Gives you some great compassion. Cancer is like, I love Cancer. Cancer hug you till you fall asleep. All right, so Greg don't know his time of birth, but that's okay because planets are in motion. So what I'm going to do now, since he don't know his time of birth, that means we can't say that these houses are in the right spot. Okay, so we don't know that part. So we're going to look on planet activity, such as, notice at the bottom, the sun, the circle, is in Aries right now. Next to the Ankh, which is Venus, is in Aries. Greg was born with Saturn in Aries. Here come the sun and Venus. Now, I love when these two together because they represent harmony inside of relationships. One is masculine energy, the sun. The other is the beauty of females, Venus. They're both coming for his Saturn. His Saturn represents, slow it down. Let's put some structure to it. But you got to make sure, because Saturn's energy is kind of cold. Aries is hot. Saturn is cold. So Saturn in Aries is known as a no-no. It's a challenge here. So during this time, notice you were born with Saturn with a red line going straight across to your Venus. So Saturn in your chart, bro, is mad at your Venus. Deals with relationships and your Mercury, communication, something in relationships. So now when Venus gets over here, it's going to ignite this red line known as Venus opposite Venus, which means this, Greg, if you're in a relationship, now's the time for you to do, babe, I appreciate you. I booked us a little room for a night, 3 nights, whatever. It's time to balance the relationship. This is alchemy, y'all. This is how you know when the forces are with you. And if they even appear to be a little challenging, you jump in the groove and do something to, I call it alchemize, make up my own word, to change the polarity of the energy. So you're going through a Venus opposite Venus period, relationship squabbles potentially. Now, if you start to get in a relationship at this time, it may not be the best time under this particular transit. Okay. I'm a sucker for when Venus is on the other side, when Venus, when we get like Libra and Scorpio season, when you have a Venus return, this is a time that represents harmony in your life. Now, if you know how to measure this stuff, ladies and gents, only thing you got to do is go to astro.com, put your birthday in, hit this button with transits. And when you see Venus in the same region in green, notice at the bottom it's in green, way over here. That's where the planet's at in the sky today. But when, like I said, Libra, Scorpio season come, Venus is going to be back over here. You're supposed to be going through a period of harmony because the planet is coming back to where it was when you were born. If for some reason it's not harmonious, but you were born with this marker where Venus was at, that's not harmonious. But if for some reason you have a Venus return and you in arguments and shit don't even feel good, your relationship is horribly out of balance. Everybody should be experiencing some good vibes when you have a Venus return. It should be no denial, and this is one of the easier times for you to get you some action. Okay, telling you how the game go. All right, so balance out the relationship, big bro, is what it's about for you in this most immediate transit, and it's going, it don't last long, but these next about 20 days, you know, you need to work on that right there. Okay. All right, man. How y'all doing? Y'all all right? Okay. Let me check on the chat. We're going to get on to this slideshow right here. Okay. Leonard Lopez, man. Leonard, what up, man? All right. You hang tight, Mr. Lopez. Hang tight. Is that you also in the over there in Zoom? But hold tight, man. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. We're going to get you at the end. Okay. So all of you that's on YouTube, come on, thumbs up, man. And let's get busy. Let me go ahead and check everybody over here in Zoom. Y'all okay? Y'all all right? All right. Okay. So that's the same. Now let's go ahead and get into this. Okay. So here's my question, man. The cosmic origins of Easter. I've done this a long time ago. But I want you to note that if we're talking about Easter, we're talking about the Christian church. The Christian church, the mother church, is the Vatican. I want y'all to know that the Vatican has something called the Vatican Advanced Technology Telescope. I'm not making it up. It's in Arizona. The Vatican has a dang on observatory. The Vatican is an astronomer. They have a strong interest in astronomy. Why are they studying astronomical bodies? Okay. So if they have an interest in it, it must be something in the cosmic heavens, okay, that denotes some things. All right. So a great book to have that'll blow your mind, man, is the Astrological Foundation of the Christ-Smith. This brother killed it. All right, I forget who was that in the chat. They was actually from Dayton. Killed it. This is phenomenal information. Jesus is the sun in the sky. Now, hold on, player, because we're going to have to ask ourselves, why do Easter change every year? Because next year, Easter is not on April the 4th. Am I lying? I'm flying. Let's Google 2022 Easter. Let's look at it in real time. I ain't lying. Oh, it's going to be on Sunday, April 17th. Okay, let's go to 2023 then. That's going to be Sunday, April 9th. Excuse my French, but April 9th is a trigger for me. It's that bitch ass General Lee Surrender Day. April 9th, we should always be celebrating, no matter what it is. April 9th is a celebration day because the Confederates, General Lee, he surrendered with his bitch ass. All right. I just got to say that. All right. So Easter changes every year. It is not a fixed date on the calendar. In 2024, it's going to be in March. So you got to tell me, what are you basing Easter on? How do you determine it? Because it's not a fixed point. So if it's not a fixed point, ladies and gentlemen, I dare say that it's looking at the moon, and we'll get into that. Okay. All right. So to kind of expand on the previous slide, the Christ myth, man, Jesus with these 12 disciples is symbolic for the 12 outer constellations. The sun in the sky gives the illusion. Pay attention real close to this right here. Current slide. You see where it says Earth, right? In Scorpio, like the Earth is in Scorpio. The Earth is going around the sun. So when the Earth is actually, when it appears to be Gemini or Taurus season, let's say Taurus season, the sun appears to be in front of the bull. That's because the Earth is on the opposite side. Technically, the Earth will be in front of the Scorpio constellation, giving the appearance as if the sun is in front of the bull. So the 12 disciples are the 12 months, which are the 12 zodiac signs. On the external side, that's the external mysteries. But the real shit is in the internal mysteries. So the external Christ is the sun in the sky going through the 12, the 12 signs, which is your 12 disciples. But the internal Christ, do you not know that, you are the true and living God? Peter tells you that Christ is in you. It's talking about these pair of cranial nerves. Because remember, Jesus is buried at the place of the skull, Golgotha. But when we crack your skull open and go inside that thing, we're going to find 12 cranial nerves. So each sign really rules a nerve in your body. This is why I'm telling you, this is a different aspect of consciousness, is what these signs talk about. It's personified or projected outward in a way because the external mirrors the internal. So you're never to give credence to the outside. The outside is just the mirror for you to look yourself in and make the internal adjustments. Oh, I need a haircut. Oh, let me put my makeup on this way. I'm looking at the mirror. So the cosmic clock is just the mirror. The beautiful thing about the mirror, you have an ability to go up into the future. Ooh, and that is fun. But you are the true and living God, and Christ is in you. And here go your 12 disciples. Nation of Islam, when you're taught that there will be 12 scientists, 2 on every corner, it's talking about these nerves in your brain, man. Okay? It ain't no external guy on the corner. Shit, you got that lesson in 1934. It's down 2020. It's down near 2034. How long is it going to take for these scientists to pull up on the corner? The messenger physically ain't here no more. Why ain't they pull up on the corner then? See, that almost shit almost become a mystery God to you because you don't understand that it's within you. Ye are the gods, children of the Most High God. Now activate, sucker. Activate. All right. Put it all together. You see it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So it all starts with Lent, 40 days of renewal. But when do you even decide when the 40 days is, man? Right? Oh, Moses was off in the mountains for 40 days and 40. Shout out to E4. 40. Right? Because 40 days after spring is when the energy kick in. You know, if March 31st was the first day of spring, you know, good and well ain't springtime. The flowers ain't even all the way bloomed yet. It ain't even officially warm yet. It's not the first day. It's a timeline after the day. So 40 is really symbolic for 40 days after the first day of the season. That energy is officially here for you to feel. I'll prove it. What is this? You can't read Hebrew. That's Pesach, or the Pascha, which is the Passover. That means Passover. Passover? What's passing over what? What are you talking about, Passover? Is Jesus passing over us right now? Because it's that we ain't seen him. You ain't seen Jesus in 2,000 years, earthlings. So who's passing over? What's passing over what? Why are you calling it Passover? What's passing? Is it Jesus? No, it's not. We know it's not Jesus. So if it ain't Jesus, how could you technically say Passover? You see what I'm saying? Because it ain't Jesus. So it must be something else. Okay. All right. So Christ, our Passover lamb, hello, they're giving you the game. Our Passover lamb has been sacrificed. So let's go to it. Let's go to some astronomy real fast. All right. Y'all ready? Woo, woo. Let's go to some astronomy. Bam. I want to go to Stellarium version 15.0. And what I want to do is get up in this northern hemisphere as well. And I want to go to the beautiful city of Philadelphia. Uh-oh, that's object. I want to go to location. I want to go to Philadelphia. You can go anywhere in the United States. I just want to go to Philly, make my observation. And then I want to pull up the dates. I want to go back to the equinox, because we just went to the equinox, ladies and gentlemen, which was about the 21st. I want to find this thing called the sun. Okay. Because this sun is very important to us. Okay. And also, I'm going to dim the light of the sun so you can just see it a little better. Okay. And then bear with me so I can find what function it is. It's the meridian. Nope. Boo, there it is right there. That's the ecliptic. Hello, what's the ecliptic? The ecliptic is the zodiac belt. This is the line of space in which all of the planets travel. So if you're looking out from the Earth plane, it looks like the planets are about on this level of declination. Okay, notice you see it in real time. I'm not making it up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if we go to about 12 o'clock of any day, the sun will always be out in your location, no matter what time of year. The sun should be almost in the southern region of space. Let's go back a month to February. Okay. Uh-oh, hold on. The ecliptic can stay safe. Hold on. Let me give you, here we go. Bam. Let me give you, hold on. Let me pull up I want that one. Yes. Okay. Do I want that one? Let me see. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take you back months, and I'm going to take you to the lowest point, which is December 22nd, 21st, up in that area. Notice that the sun at 12 o'clock appears to be at about plus 20 degrees. If you look to the far right, it's about plus 20 degrees. Okay. You see that? It's about plus 20. Not only that, let's just deal with the right angle ascension and we can just figure it out. You look at the right angle ascension of the sun to the far right, the Ra, the far right angle descension and declination, the declination of the sun is minus 23 degrees. Hence, Michael Jordan is the GOAT because he embodied the cosmic principle, which also named after the Archangel Michael, and then the name Jordan itself has some type of spiritual reference when you're dealing with that Bible. In fact, the River Jordan is the Ohio River, and that's what the slaves used to call it in order to get themselves free. The slaves got free by personifying things in the Bible into their real life and making a run for it. Harriet Tubman becomes Moses and things of that nature. Okay. All right. So the sun is at minus 23 degrees on December. When we go to January, the sun is now at 19 degrees. So it looked like the sun is starting to reduce itself. I got one over here, but thank you. And then February, the sun is where? Where's this declination? Minus 10. Okay. Then in March, where is it? It's at 0. Hold on. What do you mean 0? Because March 21st is 0 degrees, which represents the first day of the spring. Okay. So now, anytime after that, we now at in April, we're now plus 12 degrees. So what's happening is, notice how the sun looked like it's going higher and higher when we left the winter solstice. So what it's talking about is Passover is talking about the sun passing over the ecliptic during this time of year that will initially start at the time of the equinox, the first day of spring, but the first day of spring is what zodiac sign? Aries the Ram. In Aries the Ram, as the scripture said, Christ, our Passover lamb, has been sacrificed. You dig? So it has everything to do with, on one aspect, is dealing with timing. Okay. Hence, the Vatican has got this damn observatory. We're talking about a celestial body here. Now, Easter always follows the first full moon after the spring equinox. This is why it varies from year to year. Easter ain't April the 4th. We just went through that. Next year is going to be something. One year is going to be in March. So Easter is not locked into one specific day on our calendar. Its timing is dealing with something else. Hence the moon. The moon don't say I'm going to be full every full moon on 3/22. She operates something different. She does that shit for us, same day, same degree, same moon phase, every 19 years. Hence, in the Quran, they tell you over it is 19. It's talking about the celestial rhythms of the moon. Okay? So the first thing is identifying the fixed point of the equinox. Okay, March 21st, March 22nd. Bingo. Then you have to find out, well, when is the full moon? Okay. Well, okay, let's see. Let's just go see. Let's see if we right. Okay. let's see. Let me see. All right, so let's go to a full lunation report. That's a chart. Do I got a lunation report for the year, baby? Bam. All right, we need to first get to March 22nd because that's the equinox. Okay. So March 22nd is in between March 13th and this full moon, March 28th. So now technically the first full moon, known as the egg moon, you Easter eggers, huh? You Easter eggers are really talking about the celestial moon. Now listen, I ain't knocking it, because what you really practicing is, if you want to get into the rabbit and the fertility, and we talking about sexual energy, then shit, let's go. Why not? You're supposed to be making love during Easter, man. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You the egg. All right. All right. So March 28th was the full moon this year. Okay. Was the full moon. So what I'm saying now is, okay, Easter is the first Sunday after the full moon, from after the equinox. So equinox was March 20th this year. And then March 28th happened to be Palm Sunday, which is the first Sunday after, right? Well, in this case, it was the full moon. And then now we got to go look for Easter. Hello. We know good and well that Easter is 7 days after the 28th of March, which is right now. Because this calendar shows you we're at the end of March, or 28th is the last Sunday for March. So when we go to the next month, April, and we scroll up, right? April 4th is the next Sunday, Easter. And we can do this over and over and over again, and it's going to check out. Okay. So this is known as the Paschal full moon, aka the egg moon. You just saw my astro report. Pull it up. This is why you're doing some Easter egg stuff, like I just said. Okay. All right. So this is a celestial thing. Holy Quran verse, or chapter 51, verse 22. In the heavens is your provision and everything promised to you. Hello, that's interesting. In the heavens is your provision and everything promised to you. What? I think you need to be looking at something in the sky. Now, let me say this, because remember, what is a full moon? If they said the full moon was on the 28th of March, I'm gonna tell you what our problem is down here with humans. And it's hella dope, because as a baby, you didn't observe it. But if you were to observe it, it's as if we're being affected based off of something we would observe. We're possibly really being affected by the way people before us actually observed the goddamn phenomena. Ooh, wee. All right, so hold on. Let me turn some of these features off. Get out of here. All right, let me turn some of these features off here for you for a second. All right. Uh-oh. All right. And I would love for you to get out of my way. Okay. And let me bring the earth back so you don't get spaced out. And the 28th was a full moon, right? So as the day progresses, it's going to look like that the sun is setting. So in our reality, when the sun is setting, the moon is about to come up shortly. Bam, in the east. I'm flying. I just showed you. Okay. Can I get my cardinal points of direction? So there we go. Okay. The moon is in the east. The sun just set in the west. You can see the bright light over there. Okay. If I were to move the land out of the way, there go your sun right there. And there go my moon. The moon is at the eastern point and the sun is at the western point. Here's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. We are on Earth right here. Okay. And what appears to be opposition. Opposite west is east. So it appears to be, well, wait a minute, these things are two totally different directions. Two totally different directions. This is known as opposition in astrology. Now, opposition represents a balancing point. Opposite Aries is Libra. Okay, they go together. They are, compatible, air and fire. Opposite earth signs or water signs. Okay, they flow. But the opposition also represents conflict. So the mere fact that we see it from this perspective is that creating the phenomenon, because they appear to be opposite. Now, if we could get the vision of God, this is very important what I'm about to tell you, because you got to go out into space. But I'm going to need to use another system. Now, watch this. 3D solar system. Where my site at? 3D scope. Where is it? That's not it. No, where is it? It's not playing. Oh man, they put Third Solomon's Temple. I said 3D solar system. I don't want Solomon's Temple. Here we go. Solar system scope. Okay, now watch this. This is how you're supposed to look at reality, because you are God. Now, if God exists somewhere in space, ladies and gents, and he's looking at creation, he'll be looking at the Milky Way galaxy, he'll be looking at the whole universe. Our viewpoint on Earth is not the same as if we were on Venus looking at things. It's not the same as if we were on any planet or the sun, which is called a heliocentric view. Looking back at the Earth, shit will look different. I'm going to give you a classic example on observation. Okay, let me give you something. So let this thing load up here. Yeah. Use your cookies, do your thing. Do your thing. Welcome. Okay, welcome. This is you as God creating. You're creating. Okay, now, from our viewpoint, when we deal with a full moon, we say that the Earth and sun are not on, they appear to be in two different directions in space. Okay, they got music playing. I wish I could mute it. Let me turn you down for a minute, please. Thank you. All right. So they appear to be on the viewpoint on Earth. Let's go back. Follow me with this. On the full moon, the moon is in the east, right? And then the sun appears to be in the west. Okay, right there. All right. That's our viewpoint on Earth. What I'm telling you is, if you're out here in the universe like God looking at creation, the moon and the sun are never on opposite sides, because the moon is always close to the Earth, as you can see right there. That means that the moon will always be where the Earth is, because the moon is going around the Earth. So how can the moon be on the opposite side of the sun and totally away from the Earth when it's always traveling around the Earth? Zoom in. You're the moon. Okay? You're always traveling around the Earth, buddy. So what happens is, in your earthly viewpoint, we're looking at it like opposition to the sun when it's on one side of the Earth, and that's how it looks. But in God vision way out here, an opposition is really what? A conjunction, meaning the energies are not in opposite of one another. They're in a straight line together. So then when you go to a birth chart, boy, I'm giving y'all some motherfucking shit. When you go to a birth chart and you look at my man Greg's chart for a second, this Saturn opposite Venus, it looked like opposition in our earthly reality, but I promise you, if we go to the 3D reality, that shit gonna look like it's all in the same world. It's a straight line. So let's look at it. September 28, 1968. Okay, so let's see if we can punch that in. September 28th, 1968. Oh man, do I gotta why can't I just type it in? You're gonna make me go all the way back. And don't do that to me. I'm in 2017, 2015. Hold on, I'm almost there. 1968, September 28th, 1968 is when he's born. Bam. You want to set it right there? All right. He had Venus and Saturn in opposition to one another. So now we got to zoom out. Where's Saturn? Saturn's right here. So Saturn's right here, right? Saturn's right here in this straight line. Where's Venus? If we zoom in, Venus is right here too. Hello? Venus and Saturn are actually in a straight line to each other. They're not in opposition. They're only in opposition from your earthly viewpoint. Boy, you want to talk about getting outside of the goddamn circle. You're going to have to come right on out here. Like the God that you is watching this creation. It ain't no such thing as opposition. It's really all conjunctions. Dealing with that particular angle. Okay. All right. Okay. Because notice Pluto is not in the same straight line as Saturn. It's over there. Okay. But shit, depending on how you turn it, it's always going to be relative. Okay. All right. So to recap, let me pause my share so you can see me. To recap, Easter is predicated upon what? You got to first mark the equinox. Once you mark the equinox, you then have to find the first full moon. Then once you find the first full moon, the following Sunday is going to be Easter. Palm Sunday is what? The Sunday after the equinox? Okay. So these things are dealing with the moon and the sun. Why? Because it's talking about the conscious mind, the sun, and the subconscious mind, the moon. When they're in a straight line with one another, what I should have showed you, because again, this looked like a straight line. This don't look like opposition. So what you need to look at is brain hemispheres. Okay. That is your straight line. Okay. This is your straight line. They're next to each other. Ain't no opposition. We're talking about conscious mind, subconscious mind. When the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, which is externalized and symbolized as the sun and moon, when they're in balance or in a straight line with each other, that following Sunday, the day of the sun, which represents your conscious awareness, because the sun is consciousness. So your conscious awareness, right? Then that's when you come into harmony, i.e., celebration. Okay? This is when you come into celebration. Because the sun represents your consciousness. The moon is your subconscious. Okay? So we're going to wait till the earth is perfectly balanced with light, meaning the equinox, equal. The sun, the nighttime and daytimes are even, Steven. Okay, now that we're even, then what? Okay, let's wait for the full moon when the sun and moon, which is the conscious mind and subconscious mind, are in alignment with one another. Okay, that happened. Next, the following Sunday, let's celebrate Easter consciously because we're getting the egg, right? So now this represents new birth, new growth, a renewal. Christ has risen again because now the sun at this point, right, has gone up in its declination. And then it'll happen all over again on the first day of summer. The days start to get shorter. And then next thing you know, Christ the Son has fallen. This is not to take anything away from the physical historical aspect. Again, I showed you a slide where the Vatican itself has their own observatory and they're watching phenomenal cosmic bodies. They're studying astronomical bodies. Their holidays is 100% predicated upon cosmic bodies that I just showed you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's all about you actualizing these things. What eggs are you hatching? Right? What seeds have you, put forth in the earth so these things can come out? All right. This could be from the idea realm. This could be from physical planning. This could be, you could take it all kind of ways that you want to take it. Okay. All right. So give me some questions in the chat. The software, Jackie Brown, 2 of them. One I have on my computer is called Stellarium. It's free. Stellarium, go to Stellarium, type in Stellarium, download. Stellarium. That's free. And then for the 3D rendition of the solar system is solarsystemscope.com. Okay, solarsystemscope.com is the 3D rendition. This is the God vision thing out here. Okay. All right. So someone, who was that, man? Somebody dropped some money. All right, what was that? Leonard dropped some money. All right, Leonard, what you want to know? What's your question? Because I'm about to pull you up. You 21893 in Houston. 21893. I'm gonna share my screen in a minute. Please, 21893. Let me see. 218, February 18. Yeah, you a youngin'. Boy, I sound like an old head. You barely got to hear some Tupac. You was 3 years old. Like, yeah, I sound old as hell now. God damn. You're getting old when you mention Tupac. All right. 9:01 a.m. in Houston. 9:01 a.m. in Houston. What's your question? Or do you want to just trust my crazy vision? All right. H-Town. Houston, Texas. What you want to know? What you want to know? You got the birthday of my baby Grace. You got the birthday of Neville Goddard. That's interesting. That year you are the last day of Aquarius. So you don't let people fool you, man. You an Aquarius because you was born in the morning. Ooh, man, 29:59. I bet you at 10 o'clock the sun was in Pisces. 1 hour later, you would have been in Pisces. So you're technically an Aquarius. But which you want to know, Leonard? Mr. Lopez, sir. The Foolish Genius, what up? Tia Smith, what's going on? OG Bruce Lee, man. Where you been at, man? It seems like I ain't seen you forever. What's happening? All right, Starry Scott, not the worm moon. It depends too. See, that's another thing, because remember, some people put the moon on the schedule and whatnot. So it depends. It depends. The moon don't fit in our normal 365 days, because sometimes this is the thing. In 365 days, you either gonna have 12 new moons and 13 full moons, or you're gonna have 13 new moons and 12 full moons. Okay. And so when that happens like that, then technically it's just like Rosh Hashanah don't start at the same time every year. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that 13th full moon, or if you're dealing with Islam and Judaism, they deal with new moons, because the new moon is the beginning of their, new moon in Virgo is usually Rosh Hashanah, the start of the Jewish New Year. 1 month later is the first day of the year in Islam. Okay. And so you got to know kind of like the moon schedule. So every April, it ain't the egg moon. It could be a different moon. If it was 13 full moons this particular year, an extra moon got put in the schedule somewhere. Okay. All right. Oh, what happened? What happened? I put in, that's November, not September. I put November in. What I do? What I do? Oh, on the solar scope you're talking about. It's still going to be the same. I'm sorry. What? November, not September. Hold on. Let me see. Sorry. Thank you. Saturn and Venus. Where are you at? Bam. Venus is there. So it's still not, my point was, and thank you, these two are not in opposition to each other. Like, where are we looking at it from? Only when we're on the earth, wherever the earth was here, then it looked like, oh, Venus is here. Oh, let me turn around. Oh, Saturn is way behind me. Oh, that's Saturn opposite Venus. But if this is the straight line of space right here, then I'm like, hold on, bam, bam, bam. Nah, that's not opposition. And remember, he didn't have a dead on opposition. So that straight line ain't, depends how you angle it, but it's not opposition when you look at it right here. But thank you. All right. All right. All right. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Ha ha ha. Still listen to Bone Thugs. That's what's up. Are you trusted vision? I mean, oh man, you in real estate wholesaler, man. Welcome to the team, man. Working on Walmart automation, 2-3 streams of income. Got you. What direction we need to propel myself into financial freedom or reading? I'm coachable, willing to listen, financial side of things and relationships. All right, man, that's a lot. So I'm gonna give you one of what we see, and hopefully we just pick up on one. Woo! All right, so I'll say this, a few things, man. Okay, so Jupiter in the 7th house, I like it way over here because it represents that you could be abundant in relationships. Relationships will help you expand and grow. I think you're a very fair person because Jupiter represents wisdom and truth, and the 7th house in Libra represents justice scales. But it's also marriage, relationships, and business partnerships. So Jupiter here is very favorable, and this is how you tap into your expansion by dealing with the correct relationships. Now it's interesting because you are an Aquarius, your 11th house energy and Saturn over here in the 11th as well. Plus, look, you're about to have a Saturn return, and you got Jupiter here as well, reinforcing this Aquarian energy that you were born with in the 11th. This is why you're dealing with the Amazon and automation, is because Aquarius and the 11th house and Saturn, since it rules Aquarius to a degree, is really Uranus, but Aquarius energy is technology. So technology is your friend. So for you to tap in technology in relationships, being in the right relationships, maybe it's not necessarily you that is the tech geek, but somebody in your team is your partner. Somewhere in your partnerships is your CTO, right? Your chief technology officer. And that's how you tap it. So there's expansive growth dealing with technologies and networking, period. You should always be in networking circles. Always, 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 always. Sun and Saturn combination is great because both of them represent authority. So you should put yourself in circles where you can learn from older people. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be an older man. But now, looking at your moon placement in Capricorn in the 10th can also represent a woman in success factors and technology as well. You're heavily, heavily, heavily with technology companies, man. Technology is like is all over you for sure. So keep going in that direction. You'll be one of those ones that can benefit off this new technology, crypto. What's that thing Jim Jones was talking about, y'all, on the Breakfast Club, where people are digitizing pictures and things and they're selling it like a blockchain signature or something on it? It's like, baseball cards online, but it's digital. Somebody tell me that, because I couldn't think of it for nothing in the world today when I was on this podcast interview today. I couldn't think of it. But you would do fairly well there, sir. Go to your local RIA meetups, real estate investment associations, but you need to be going to tech conferences and things like that as well, and really explore that wild side technology side that you have, man, because you can really, really make it big and it can crystallize for you. So yeah, you got the green light for that. All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. NFTs. Damn, I'm like ETFs. All right, so it's NFTs. All right. NFTs. That's what it is. All right, NFTs. All right. It's almost like the NFL. All right. NFTs. I got to associate stuff to remember. Oh shit. I didn't share my screen when I showed you that. I'm sorry. Let me do that so y'all can see it. I didn't share my screen when I read his chart. All right. I'm sorry. So what I was saying was he got Jupiter right here in the seventh house. Thank you for that. He got Jupiter in the seventh house, y'all. And so immediately that spoke to me, and that's where he'd be prosperous and big in relationships because Jupiter gives you that blessing. So you always tap your Jupiter card because it's easiest for you to expand in that area. So for him, the seventh house is being in a personal relationship, like a husband and wife, or being in business partnerships. Okay. So that was number one. And then I looked at his Aquarian energy because Jupiter in the sky right now and Saturn are in Aquarius. And notice that Saturn is not too far from where it was when he was born. So he's about to go through his first Saturn return here. All right. Because he's a 93 baby. So he's about to go through a Saturn return. All right. So now what this signifies is all technology stuff. The sign Aquarius is technology. His sun is in Aquarius because that's who he is. So that's technology. Saturn rules Aquarius. So it's going to rule this technology factor. And it's in the 11th house, the house of technology, the house of the Aquarian. So the reason why he's talking about Walmart automations and things of that nature, notice that's what he said. He talking about this technology thing because that's in his cards. That's who he is. And then when I go over here and look at the moon, it represents pretty much a woman in some type of position next to Uranus, which is the planet of technology. Okay. It's like, damn, dude, Uranus in the mix in your 10th house. The 10th house represents career. And Uranus is there, like, oh man, so definitely something with technology. So he's just got a whole bunch of technology things that's screaming at him. So if he focuses right now, when Saturn return, he's going to have a crystallization moment that the things that he worked for will manifest, and he won't be sitting there crying, talking about, I'm almost 30 years old and I got to get out of my mama's house and life is hard. It's not that he won't go through any potential hardships, but that's 100% predicated upon the seeds that he planted by his own actions in the previous years. Now is the time for manifestation. Now is the time to man up. Okay. Saturn represent man up. Put your big girl panties on too. All right. All right. Dale, what happened? You bypassed my message request. Question mark, question mark. No, I didn't do it on purpose. I will never ignore you guys on purpose. Hold on now. Hold on. Hold on. You got it. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Dale, where your message at, man? I ain't do that. What's up, Vikings Moskiva, man? I ain't seen you in many moons, man. All right, that was Doc One. How do you get your chart read? All right, so here's the thing on the health side, right? I got something better than that. And I ain't trying to sell you, I'm just telling you. It's called the Imagination Guru, man. Go, because seriously, when you got a serious problem, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get with Jew, because what he's going to do is going to share something with you, all right, to help you tap in. It's all about the facilitation of the mind. You know what I'm saying? And so I have got out of the business of analyzing problems and giving people a solution to personal things. My sole focus right now has been in a different direction that deals with wealth creation. So when it comes to health and it comes to relationships and it comes to, I got this, I don't deal with it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with something else that's been, it's something somewhere else we just need to go. So if you got a health issue, I need you to go to theimaginationguru.com or call 877-345-3797. All right, call Jew. Get with them. Tell them you listen to the show, whatever. Noble told you, hit them up and whatnot and get something. And the testimonials are there. All right. So check him out. All right. Where my man Kyle at, man? Kyle said I need to know Where's Saturn in my chart? I don't know exactly what time I was born though. So we won't know the house that it's in if you don't know your time of birth, but we'll know the sign that it's in because the planet had to be somewhere. It's always somewhere. Any given day, it's always somewhere. But without your time, we don't know the house, which means we don't know the area of space. Was it in the east? Was it in the south? Was it in the north? Like we need to know these regions of space because these regions of space technically translate to a different area of your life. All right, so I am that I am. Mystery School Fire. The Age of Aquarius is here. Let us all drink the water. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. All right. Eslo Pesky. Now, what's up, man? You in the chat. You was here early. I appreciate you, man. I think you where you at? I think you had dropped your birthday or something. 22375. All right. So let me hook you up, man, because you was in here early on the email. As soon as I opened up Zoom, you was here. I appreciate that. And I want to take care of you. And remind me, I'm going to share my screen for you guys so you can guys see what I'm looking at. Was that 223? 1975. Is that what I saw? Let me see. I saw 223.75, 12:27 in the morning, Brooklyn. Right. Okay. So he's a midnight baby. So he's probably going to have a fourth house sun, ladies and gentlemen, if the time is correct. All right. Hold on. I'm about to screen share in a minute. Let me get the city up. Brooklyn. Zoo. Shame on you when you step 2. United States Colored Troops. Union Zoo. Shame on you when you step 2. United States Colored Troops. All right. Let me go to the screen share real fast. Show you what's happening. All right, man. So he's 223.75, 12:27. That's PM. I need to change that to AM. All right. All right. Now, if this is correct, 3 degrees Pisces exalted. Boy, you got an archangel that work with you named Gabriel. 3 degrees Pisces is a very significant degree in the Pisces constellation. There's 4 royal stars known as the 4 directions, also known as the 4 archangels. That's Gabriel. So if you study the energy of Gabe, it's easy for you to tap into that aspect of consciousness. Now, it depends how you see it. If you see it as an external thing, do your thing, man. If you see it as an aspect of you, whatever, you're going to see some type of correspondence. Rock with the Gabe energy. Strong. All right. You also have a grand water trine too, sir. Look at your triangle. You have a yin triangle because your triangle points down. Dope. Because since water is a feminine energy, it's not fire masculine that points upward naturally. Your triangle points down. So all the things I was giving to the sister earlier that deals with intuition also applies to you. You need to be studying some form of meditation, spirituality, something that heightens obviously what I call that sense of transcendental consciousness. Okay. Now, you do have a placement that I'm slightly concerned about with this 8th house energy, the moon and Saturn. This represent parents. Okay. Now, one of your parents could leave you some money, an inheritance. You got the chart that says that somebody can leave you money, but there's some type of delay and obstacle of you getting it, the 8th house, Saturn in the 8th house. So you need to be responsible, Saturn, about affairs, life insurance policies, things of that nature. If you ever went through the L Bays and all the name changes and Aboriginal stuff, you need to be on your shit because that can potentially make it harder for you to access certain things. No, sir, we're not giving you a passport. Go have your people sign an affidavit because you changed your name. That shit can happen. So when it's time for you to access this life insurance policy or something, you need to have your things in a row, your ducks in a row here. So when it comes to life insurance policies with your parents and what you choose to leave behind, the legacy, because the 8th house is legacy, you need to be on top of your shit because that's what Saturn is. Be on top of your game. Okay. All right. Now, with this moon energy here, moon in Cancer is a woman, square Uranus and Scorpio. I'm going to have to ask you a question, sir. And the question is, to your knowledge, did your mom have an affair on your father? Just a question. this marker could be that mommy is the 8th house. Mommy is the moon. Moon in Cancer. Cancer is mommy because the moon rules Cancer. So that's a double mommy energy. 8th house is sexual secrets. It squares Uranus in Scorpio, the sign of sexual secrets, in opposition to Mars. That's really violent. That's a very violent energy that's going to the female thing. So here go two things that you need to watch out for. Domestic violence, whether you be the quote unquote aggressor or whether a woman try to kick off in your ass, there's an aspect there that denotes domestic violence. So you have to be hella careful in your expression of how you handle the feminine, not just the external feminine, the internal emotional response. We're going to call that feminine, your internal emotional response to things. Okay. Because that is potential. High side of the energy. What do it look like? Well, shit, Mars and Capricorn in the 2nd house, you all about your paper, you super motivated, let's be successful. You need to have a feminine energy in your life that can balance that out. You can talk about money with her because the moon is the woman, the 8th house is joint finances. You're on the same page here, right? And with that Uranus effect, you're not afraid to think outside of the box and be a little bit adventurous on some things as it pertains to what? Sex, perhaps, because Uranus is in Scorpio, the sign of sex. The 8th house is the house of sex, so there's a double sex energy. So you may utilize technology and toys in your sex life. I ain't judging you. Okay, so it may be that, or it may be, babe, let's think outside. Let's invest in NFTs. You know, let's invest in crypto. It needs to be some type of progression moving forward in the realm of finances with this red triangle that you have, my brother. Okay. All right. All righty. Now let me see if we can get some answers up in here. All right. All right. Where my man at, man? Let me go over here to who is that? Dale. What Dale? Is this Dale? Is this my Dale? Dale from Dale Robinson Dale? No, it ain't Dale Robinson. That's too old. All right. Okay, help me sell my house. I'll give a donation, is what he said to me. All righty, man. I'm not going to have you in here like you're begging me. But I'm very curious, man, on the questions I asked you, man, if any of that makes sense, if you had these experiences just for the validation. So Dale is saying he's trying to sell his house. What are the odds? Okay. All right, Dale. Dale is March 19th, 1950, y'all. All right, I'm gonna show y'all this last one, then we're gonna wrap up. So I'm gonna try to show you how we do this thing. All right. So Dale is March 19th, 1950. Then I'm going to eat me some seafood. All right. March 19th, 1950. Hold on, Dale. I gotta find my chat again. 3:30 p.m. in Chicago. 3:30 p.m. in Chicago. 3:30. And I'm going to share my screen because he asked about selling the property. So you know you can't talk about it. Y'all see what he did to me, man? He gonna pull out my weak spot and start talking about properties. Knowing I want to talk about properties all day. All right. So I'm sharing my screen. It says I am. I thought I was sharing. Hold on. Resume share. All right. All right. So he want to know about selling, right? So it's various factors, man. Ooh, shit, man. You about to have a Jupiter return. What? You the man. You just had a Venus return and the sun is on Venus. Yeah, man, you should be selling any day now. Like that shit is very favorable for you. Seriously. Like this is your year, and the beginning of next year is also your timeline. Because you're about to have a Jupiter return. Jupiter return is produce greatness. Now watch this, man. Be careful, because if that semen of yours is still active, if you're a woman, I'm sorry, a man, even if you're a woman, you can get pregnant. Okay. And so Jupiter represents abundance. So too much. And that actually could be twins. That's a twin marker. All right. So be careful because there's a lot of creative energy that is already there. Look how Jupiter is situated on your fifth house. Knock on the door. The fifth house is the house of children. The fifth house is also the house of speculation, gambling, casino boats, lottery, shit like that. So this is a favorable year time, man. You're going to have a good solid year going all the way into 2022 where you could, possibly try your hand at, speculation arts, you know what I mean? Dice games and things of that nature, lottery and stuff, and that can pop for you. And so things are in your favor for a whole year. And most immediately right now, you just went through a Venus return. So shit is very favorable for you. Just make sure you got the right person to put your shit out there. You know what I'm saying? I think you should be involved in, see, Venus is so close to your relationship line that you possibly should have a woman that may list your energy and be in partner, list your property that you share energy with, that, you know what I mean, that can help you, because Venus represents females, beautiful females at that, you know what I'm saying? And it's close to your seventh house cusp, and Venus naturally rules the seventh house. So Venus for you is trying to get back home. You see what I'm saying? So you want to tap into that by using the feminine energy in your partnerships to help you. All right. So this is, this is very favorable, man. Very, 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 very favorable. And so this is what you do, man. Won't you just do this? All right. Give you some extra juice to it. All right. So this is what you do. Go to Zillow and type in your address. Right. And I don't know if y'all know how to, let me share my screen so I can give y'all a little bit of vision board game. Hold on, let me share it. All right, let me show you something real fast. All right, Zillow. So say I'm in Zillow, and what I want to do is I want to go to 134 South May Street in Chicago. Okay. All right, so this is the flip that we did that we sold a year ago. You know what I'm saying? So the estimate for the house, whatever. So it say close. So as if it's sold. Okay. What you can do is, darn it. What you can do is type in the address of your own property, right? Now you can go to Zillow. Like I'm on a PC. I don't use Apple. So I'm gonna screenshot this, all control print screen, right? And let's just say that, this is not my house, but I got a picture of my house. What I want to do is I want to get this thing right here that say closed and sold, right? I want to get this right here, copy it, you dig? And then let's just say I wanted to put it right here on my own joint. So this is my vision board now. So I got it right here. You know what I mean? Say this is my address. You know what I mean? And, the house is on the market for sale. I want to put this close on here. I can type a number right there. And you just got to get jiggy with it. You can also, you can do this shit on PowerPoint, man. You know what I mean? You can come to PowerPoint and go right click and save and, put the image right there of your house, and then go get a Zillow thing that's sold and put this by your house, and then print that shit and have that on your vision board. And then you start using your goddamn mind, and don't wait on the planet. You use your mind to start pushing this thing forward in conjunction with the planets aligning. And so now you got this vision board that you pushing, close. You know what I'm saying? And then you get on the phone and you act like you talking to your realtor and y'all having a conversation. I was doing this with my realtor. My realtor would call me and I'd start cracking up laughing. Then I'd send her something because I was using her in the imaginal act. Hey, no, but just letting you know, we got an offer on the contract, got a contract for you. You know what I mean? Okay, go ahead, send it over. She was cracking up. I was doing it. I was just working it. So you can do things like this on that vision board to start pushing your dream forward, man, your goal forward. Okay. So get creative. All right. All right, man. Where y'all at, man? Talk to me real fast, man. Let me check on my people in YouTube. Y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all good? All right. Oh man, appreciate you, man. Ooh, that's an old book, man. It's still there though. Self-activation workbook. It really should be a download because I don't mail it no more. I think I gotta change that. You know what I'm saying? Tammy Holloway, what happened? What number again, please? You lost me. You mentioned an astrology book earlier. I mentioned the name of astrology. Oh, yeah. Okay. Somebody told you. The book was The Astrological Foundation of the Christ Mix. Yep. Yep. One of my favorite books ever. It ain't one of my absolute favorite astrology book ever is Planets in Transit by Robert Hand. Right. So he's talking about when the planets go through a house. But if you were born, let's just say like my last person I read, let's say they was born with the sun in the eighth house, then you just go to the sun section of the book and read the sun going through the eighth house. It's the same as if the sun is in the eighth house. You know what I'm saying? And then Hands, man, Hand is the illest. He the best. He the GOAT. Planets in Transit by Robert Hand. That's one of those that you don't even let nobody borrow it. Okay. And so that's dope. Okay. All right. Y'all cool. Y'all cool. We cool. All right, man. Let me check the chat over here. Make sure you good. How do you make a donation? Man, just if I read you, then just you can go over to YouTube. You can do Cash App, the PI group, man. I'll put in the thing. You can do Cash App, the PI, which stands for Prosperity Investment Group. If you want to, appreciate it. The PI Group stands for the Prosperity Investment Group on Cash App. If you're on YouTube and you can go into the chat, it's a super chat function. You can drop it in there as well. If you don't do it, you can catch me next time. I ain't tripping. I appreciate you, man. Check out the new. I may invite all of y'all to orientation. I don't know yet. To the New Family Wealth Club, man. New Family Wealth Club site is popping. Big shout out to my man Jason and Sanchia. I saw that what you got. We about to lock in. All right. So we locking in real estate to millions. You know what I mean? Listen, I want to give somebody 90 days of my, best time. I don't fuck around. Like, you know what I mean? Wake up, let's go. Call these 40 people if you're making the calls. If you're not, and these people gonna make the calls, did you follow up with them? You know what I'm saying? I want to get you in the game as fast as possible. I'm gonna get you in the game, and you're gonna know what to do pretty much from day one. Only thing it takes is for you to say you want to do it and you own it, then you got it. If you timid, I'm not the one. My energy ain't like that. My energy, I'm very red. I get passionate about shit and I want to go. I want to go, 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 go. And so I don't like, the slow, the slow shit, man. You know what I mean? Because I know how doubt be creeping in on some shit. All right. But I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to you, give you all my resources. All right. And so that will be, show you real fast. That will be over here on a new website, the Family Wealth Club. I think I got to check this thing on server, man, because that thing is so much on it now. But you can come over here to the Family Wealth Club and click and see what we have to offer. It don't even want to load up, man. That thing is so loaded. I got to delete some stuff off of my server for sure. Like, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. But who is this? What? A Puerto Rican church. All right, so there you go, man. Because it got some video content. But man, check me out, man. Go over there to the Family Wealth Club, man. When you sign up, guess what? It's going to be videos and courses. You got 3 course materials that you got to go through to get, to build. So I'm really laying out the shit on what helped me change my life. You know what I'm saying? Step-by-step thing that helped me change my life. And I think it's the easiest shit in the world because I'm slow. If I can do it, you can do it. But check it out. You can either join the Black Family Wealth Club. on a monthly basis, or if you want to get straight to real estate, you ain't got time, that's all you want to do, I got you there. Or if you say, you know what, man, I'm more the Bitcoin blockchain person, my man B got you there over a series of, I think, like 5 videos, and it's personal shit would be that you'd be able to have that one-on-one time. And guess what? I'm looking for y'all who got something. You know something about this NFT stuff. You know something, whatever you do, whatever your contribution can be for the Black family, especially you as a man. All right. And I'm not, and listen, I got other nationalities in here. You're more than welcome to join. But the reason why I like to direct my message to the Black man in particular is twofold, because the historical aspect of slavery has done a number on Black people because other people wasn't enslaved here. So there's a number, but most importantly, it's not a sympathy thing. I want to just shake the goddamn chains off his brain and tell him to man the fuck up, because if somebody in your way, you go beat his ass. Don't come in the house whining, talking about the man and they doing this and they sophisticated and they got all these goddamn weapons. I don't like that shit. It's the most cowardice shit in the world to me. Okay. So it's no more excuses. So when I target the Black man, I'm saying, let's man up and let's go do it, because shit, what would it look like if I can tap you and you got $1 million, you got $1 million in assets, and we say, yo, bump this. Don't y'all know that we can use leverage for $1 million and use $1 million as shit, even as a 25% down payment? Huh? What's 1 million times 5? Because 5 is 20%, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, right? That's 5 million. So for a $5 million piece of property, they're going to say, man, give me 25% down. That's $1 million. We got it. Bam, no problem. They go 5 million. But if it's 5 of us that already did the shit that I did and we got 5 million, what's 5 times 5? That's 25 million. So for a 25 million piece of property, and we all liquidate our shit, we got $1 million a piece, and we leverage that. Now we can go do some shit. That's the boss shit I'm talking about. Boss the fuck up, level up. Happy Easter, plant your eggs. All right. So I appreciate y'all, man. I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.